New reports that some top Republicans are still looking to draft a third-party candidate to challenge Trump. The Washington Post reporting that a group led by Mitt Romney is raising money and that they are looking for recruits. RNC Chairman Reince Priebus telling Fox News Sunday that he believes that that's a terrible idea.
It's a suicide mission because you're not only changing and throwing out 8 years of the White House, but you're also throwing out potentially generations on the Supreme Court. Look, we could have up to 3 justices change over in the next 8 years, and this is a suicide mission. It is not right.
Suicide mission, he calls it. Doug McKelway, live in Washington. So who is behind this plan, and how much of a plan is there really, Doug?
Well, Martha, the most prominent figure you already mentioned, it's 2012 GOP presidential nominee Mitt Romney. Many of the consultants who worked in his campaign and others, including influential conservative commentator William Kristol and Eric Erickson of the website Red State. Some have reportedly approached Nebraska Senator and frequent Trump critic Ben Sasse to mount an independent run. Sasse has reportedly rejected the offer, and so has Ohio Governor John Kasich, according to his spokesman. What's so curious about this is that even the proponents of such a plan pretty much admit that it is not workable. It's too long of a shot, whose ostensible effect would be to hand the election to Hillary Clinton. Yet so distasteful to them is the prospect of President Donald Trump that they continue. The head of the RNC suggesting they reconsider.
I think they should consider the ramifications of what's going to happen on the Supreme Court, get assurances from Donald Trump that they're satisfied with, that would show that he's committed to those conservative justices, make sure the justices that are being considered are people that the Federalist Society and Heritage and other groups think are great. And I think that's the better way to go as opposed to this third-party route.
It is also logistically almost impossible to mount a third-party candidacy at this point. It's already too late to get on the ballot in some large states, including Texas. And while legal challenges might theoretically overcome that, fundraising and grassroots organizations would lag far behind. Martha?
Yeah, so meanwhile, Donald Trump is working on the other detractors, other people who aren't on board, and he's winning some of them over, right, Doug?
Yeah, and if not winning over, at least they're learning to live with him a little bit. Representative Tom Cole of Oklahoma is a good example. He used to be a huge Trump opponent. Now he says he's a work in progress. Those who are cozying up to Trump are doing so, though, with eyes wide open. Cole, for example, said usually you know a lot more about a candidate because they've run other things, they've cast votes, they've done other things, and he does have a shoot-from-the-hip style. Those who attended congressional meetings with Trump last Thursday said he was attentive and a very good listener. Martha?
Interesting. All right. Thanks, Doug.